Welcome, Capricorn seekers. Thank you for joining me. This is the Existential Shift, and my name is Morgane if you're new. Capricorn, Virgo season. There is a grand trine in Earth that I know of, which means Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. No, I'm not stuck. I'm processing. You're like, is she's still here? No, I'm still here. I'm just verbalizing the message that this trine has for you. Capricorn. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, there it is. Thank you, Tarot. So it's a blessed energy, all in all. But there's something about that blessing that is coming through for you that is being blocked, that is being denied. It's like I'm seeing you putting a stop sign or a close to business sign, and you're not welcoming this assistance, help, blessing, gift, because there's something about the way it's presented, the package, that triggers you somehow. But the thing is, it's a blessing from that trine. I'm not sure how exactly or why and how it plays out for you, but I'm picking it up, super strong. It could have to do with work. It could have to do with home life. And it could have to do for some of you with making your daily life easier, more fluid, simpler, work smarter, not harder. This could be the thing that triggers you. You have the opportunity to work smarter, not harder, to receive more with doing less. And that just doesn't coincide with how you view life. For you, the mantra is work hard and gain. It's always about hard work. It's very much stereotypical to your zodiac sign, so it's okay that you're like that. But energy is really guiding you to take that work ethics and channel it smarter. That way you could do more, gain more, achieve more with more ease and joy and simplicity. And it has to do with increasing your sense of worth. Okay, in order for you to be able to surrender to that energy and to receive that gift and that type of blessing, you gotta accept that you're worthy of it. That you're worthy of being royal. That you're worthy of, okay, I've worked so hard thus far, proven myself. Now I can allow that energy to just kind of increase on its own, right? With the power of inertia. For example, earning money in your sleep. It's something that some of you can't fathom because, well, no, I work, I gain. I work, how can I be making money in my sleep? Now, maybe, your conscience and mentally, cognitively, you are aware that some people make money in their sleep and that it's possible in the world. Obviously, you know that. But when it comes to you, there's a block. It's like, yeah, it's something other people have, something other people do, but not me. And maybe you're like, well, Morgane, I've been trying to work on it. I've been telling myself that it's possible, but your psyche needs to be worked on. And that goes through self-love and self-worth. Things that similarly are non-related to financial value, right? But are. Because money is about worth. Money is directly linked to self-love, to feeling like you are worthy of it, that you are deserving. As long as you're not feeling worthy and deserving on the inside, in your inner child, maybe you're carrying a sense of guilt, shame, lack mentality. I only succeed in the 100th times, 99 times I have to try and fail, and then only then I succeed after a long time. It's so embedded in you. So this energy of this wealth and abundance that is trying to pour itself into your life, there's a dam blocking it. A dam of a long life narrative that says that you can't or you shouldn't or that's not how it works. You're not letting it work. You don't really have to do anything. You just have to allow. Ace of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck. And that, funny enough, is something that is very hard for you. You're a doer. Allow. What are you talking about? Or just wait for someone else to do something? Yeah. Maybe not someone else as much as, well, that too, but as much as something else. Energy. Look, there's always a fine line between lack of self-worth and megalomania. Too many cards. What do I mean by that? When you believe, and it's based on, I'm not worthy enough to just have things given to me. So when you believe based on that you have to work really, really hard and you're the only one who can make that happen and get that done and bring forth that thing, it's based on insecurity, but it's also megalomania because you're the only one who can get that happen. The universe is not capable of taking care of shit. Your best friend, your partner, your mother, your coworker, all of them are incompetent. So are you insecure or are you vain? Let me help you there. You're neither. You're neither. You're just stuck on that scale. It's a combination of your hardworking essence, your doer essence, which is wonderful, and childhood circumstances and life circumstances that hardened you. Maybe you were told constantly, you want to get something done, do it yourself. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes it's really not. If there is an imbalance between give and take, the imbalance that needs to be addressed is inside. Yes, it plays out exterior to you, right? In your relationship, in your finances, in your community, but it starts within. It's a manifestation of your inner world. It's how you treat yourself. It's not, oh, if I'll be wonderful to others, others will be wonderful to me. No, be wonderful to you, and others will be wonderful to you. That's the mirror. I'm not saying, no, see what you do? See? Why do you do that? I didn't say neglect others. I didn't say be a selfish prick. I didn't say any of that, but you're reading it. You're hearing it as if I'm saying that. That's your scream. That's your screening mechanism. Because if you're not working hard and sacrificing, then you must be selfish. Who told you that? Your mom, your dad, your teachers, society? Who told you that? Doesn't matter. Tell yourself something different now. You're not selfish for being cooperative and collaborative and open and respectful to, allowing others to show themselves and their talent and their skill and their ability and to prove themselves. If you do it for them, you take that away from them. If you're constantly giving them money, you're taking away their opportunity to learn how to do it for themselves. Show me more for Cappy, please. For September. Tower and 5 of Cups. And 10 of Wands in the reverse. So something that you have insisted to maintain and, and glue and keep together and keep strong is breaking down. Because the foundation was weak and you have insisted on keeping this going, on keeping this, because something in you would see it as like a personal failure. Oh, if this collapses, then I failed. No, you didn't fail. Sometimes things come to their natural end. And it's not yours to keep them alive. Because unfortunately, life and death are beyond us. Right? Often we don't get a say. So this is one of those things that are naturally not in place in your life, but you, with hard work and perseverance, you try to preserve them, or it. And no matter what you do, no matter how much glue, how much band-aids, because exteriorly you were a match, but that exterior was partly false because it was based in viewpoints that aren't serving you anymore, or served you and not now, or aren't truly your essence. Everything that I spoke of until now, the aspects of yourself that you've learned that that's how it is, but not necessarily. So there was a match on the surface between your masks. But now that the universe is so adamant on peeling our masks and helping us find our core true self and tap into our deepest of hearts, so our inner truth comes out into the surface, and you wake up next to this person and you're like, who are you? And they feel the same, possibly. Or you wake up in the morning and you go to that job and you're like, what am I doing here? You can apply it to anything. You can be coming back home to your neighborhood and you're like, why am I living here? And it's seemingly sudden, seemingly different, but it was always you, covered. And those layers told you that This is the place you belong. This is the person you ought to be with. This is your perfect job, etc., etc., etc. But now this is all just being like, nah. The dam, this is a bridge, but it reminds me of it because of the conversation in the water. The dam is falling. Show me more, please, from my beautiful Capricorns for this coming month. Tell me more for Cappy. Too many cards. Oh, 2 are left. Ah, look at you. 2 of Cups and 3 of Wands. So love looks good or optimistic. There is a progression. There is hopeful vision. Feeling like maybe you're finding someone. And you're like, yeah, this does align with me. This does fit me. This is fluid with me. So either what we just saw isn't love oriented, it's other aspects of your life, but the love that you have with your person is keeping you strong and hopeful. Or you were single and this has nothing to do with love, and now new love is coming in, because as soon as the falsity collapses and the water flows, then it brings with it something very romantic. It's very sweet. It could be a new relationship, right? And it could be an existing long-lasting relationship that is collapsing and then bringing something new. So it doesn't matter if you're now single, if there's a collapse in your love life, if there's a collapse in your job, in your just the way you see and view yourself, and your personality will play out differently for different Capricorns, right? Either way, there's this great feeling of love. There's romance. It's fun. It's really bringing in new energy to this reading. Love this. Some of you have went through a very, very difficult time with your partner, but there's a lot of love there. So you're deciding to take a different approach. Get to know one another anew, right? Building a new foundation. Will play out differently. You know where you stand. Okay. Show me more about this, please. Show me more. I should put it on silence. And oh, wait. We don't want to skip the Sun and 8 of Swords. Sun and 8 of Swords. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Just put it on silence. There we go. Now it's better. The Sun, 8 of Swords. Some of you, there's a slight level of possible addiction. Some of you are dealing with addiction, and we're starting the season, the transition between Leo season and Virgo season, like right in the recent past / now. It affected your life to a level of, you're like, okay, I have to deal with it. I have to get better. I have to quit. And on one hand, you're very optimistic and you're trying your best. All the positive mantras and affirmations, etc. On the other hand, you are still very, very, very much bound to it. So again, saying the positive affirmations, and it doesn't have to be addiction. Whatever this is that is keeping you stuck or holding you back. Positive affirmations are not enough if the inner work is not being done, if the shadow work is not done. This is what I call toxic positivity. I'm not sad, I'm not grieving, I'm not angry, I'm fine, I'm cool. Chakalaka. Am I happy now? It's not about meditation, okay? It's not about denying your thoughts or blocking them or forcing peace. You can't force peace. It's an oxymoron. The second you have to force peace, it's not peaceful because there's resistance, there's enforcement. Okay? Surrender is peace, meaning allow the feelings to express themselves, allow the thoughts to come in. So if you're meditating, let all the thoughts come in and out as they please. Let it be a jumble of thoughts. Let it be a jumble of emotions. Cry, laugh, don't feel anything, just be. Don't try to make it into something that it's supposed to be. Like, just get to know yourself, your shadow aspects, the things that you don't like, the things that you wish you could have changed. You can't change something unless you're familiar with what it is, right? You can't heal a wound that you won't look at. Pain is a very powerful, important mechanism. If you get a scratch at a place that you can't see and you're bleeding and you don't know because you can't feel the pain, you're not aware, it will continue bleeding. You won't tend for it. Same with the psyche and with the heart. Emotional pain. Don't shove it. Don't shun it. You're very good at it. Don't do it. That's how we develop disease. There's an eruption of disease that is a manifestation of our pain that won't be expressed. Tears have a biological reason. We release chemicals of stress, anger, anxiety through our tears. That's the biological reason for tears. Everything has a reason in this amazing machine. You were taught that boys don't cry, that feminist girls don't cry. You were taught wrong. They meant well, but they did bad. They meant well. It's not about, now let's be mad at them. It's not about that. Unless you are actually mad at them and then feel it. You don't have to go and bang on anybody's door and be like, I'm mad at you. You can just sit with yourself and be mad and not feel guilty about it or try to deny it. Toxic positivity is uber dangerous. It's not spiritual, it's spiritual bypassing. It's escapism, it's denial. It's telling yourself that everything is fine when it's not fine. And if you are on this love journey with someone, let them know you. You're worried that if you show them your pain and your fears, it will push them away. Well, if your pain and fears are pushing them away, then maybe they're not good for you. And that's okay. I'm not saying throw it all up, but mildly, responsibly, when you're having sincere conversations, actually be sincere. Actually be honest. On the mundane aspect, again, there's a blessing coming in and an inability to accept it. Unwillingness, inability, fear, paranoia. What if this is not a blessing? What if this is a curse in disguise? I'm not laughing at you. I understand. It probably happened before. Something that came in and seemed like a blessing and then it turned out to not be. Here's how you manifest blessing, a curse in disguise. Okay, something that looks like a blessing but is actually not. When you have toxic positivity. Why is that? On the surface, on the outside, you're super positive and abundant and optimistic and happy. But on the inside, in essence, you are upset, you are mad, you are grieving, you are sad, you are scared, all that. Just it's all human range of emotion. It's okay. I'm not saying it with judgment. But then we manifest our mirror reflection, right? So what comes to us is something that on the surface looks amazing, looks so promising, looks so wonderful. But when you get to know them, or when you get to truly know the situation, you discover all the shadow, darkness, lies, deceit, deception. But you're telling yourself, and then you're telling, well, I'm sad inside, okay, or I'm angry inside, but they are deceiving me. They lied to me. Well, you're lying to yourself. You're in self-deceit, thus you manifest self-deceit. Please watch my 13th element video. You can find it on my 13th element playlist. It's called, it's very important. All of you, I don't care if you're a Capricorn or not. True Secrets of Manifestation. A lot of YouTubers will do catchy videos. It will work, and then they will repeat the same type of video again and again and again, say the same things that are superficial. I instead did one video, long one, that really goes into depth when it comes to true secrets of manifestation. And I just refer you to it every time I feel like it could be helpful. You've watched it a year ago, 2 years ago, watch it again. Be reminded. Often my videos in general, if you watch it for the first time, you hear one layer. You watch it for the second time, you pick up on another layer, and so on and so on. Yeah. I feel like it could be super helpful for you guys. Because some of you are like, why do I keep manifesting things that on the surface are very promising, but then are just either false or not true or negative and so on? Because of that, what's the word? Not oxymoron-ish. I forget the word, but everything I just described, the difference between your outer world and your inner world. Be sincere. So you're like, okay, well, what? So if I have negative emotions on the inside and I now wear them on my sleeve and feel them, and they are on my exterior as well, so what? I'm going to manifest someone who's either depressed or angry, and it's not a secret, we can see it. No, you're going to take the time to work through those things, transmute those things into energy and into healing, and develop true positivity. And then you put yourself back on the game again and manifest someone who's also truly, aligned. Their exterior is aligned with their interior. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. Happily ever after. With true essence, true happiness. It can happen for you. The universe wants it to happen for you. 6 of Wands. It wants you to win. We all want you to win, Capricorn. We all secretly admire you. We want you to win. You're not one of those signs that when they win, we resent you. Taurus, when they win, I don't know what it is, but people just have this thing of like spiteful jealousy. How dare Taurus win? Very weird. Taurus always wins sincerely and honestly and truly when they win. You don't have that spitefulness towards you, by the most parts. People want you to win. You're that athlete that everyone is cheering for. Okay? You are that team member that everyone wants to follow. It's easy to love a Capricorn in leadership, unless it's a toxic Capricorn. Let's not go into all of that. I'll just give you the benefit of the doubt. Pluto in Capricorn right now is grinding the toxic shadow Capricorns, and we love that. Yes, you as a Capricorn, you love that too, because it's grinding your inner shadow aspects. It's like bringing right back onto the table and be like, yeah, there you go. This is you. Take a look. But you don't like looking at your puke? That's a horrible analogy, sorry, but you ate that. Sorry, it's gross. Anyway, win. Win with people cheering for you. Win with fluidity, when the horse is just kind of helping you ride the wave of victory. And don't feel guilty over, oh, I should have done more, or am I truly deserving? Now, if you are winning, but carrying this sense of Eight of Swords inside, you feel like there's something that you're hiding, something that might haunt you or come back to bite you. Let's see what else the cards have to say. Show me more for Capricorn. Seven of Swords. Yeah, some of you feel like you're hiding something, or there's something you're worried that it will be found or discovered, or and something about more into the season and in the last half of it that makes you feel like, okay, I think I'm good. I think it's not haunting me. I think it's not coming back to get me, or something like that. Show me more about this. Six of Swords. We have 3 sixes on the table. There's a sense of relief towards the end of the month, like things are just lighter and better and not as mind-boggling or disturbing, or the mind chatter seems to just kind of tone itself down. We're going from 8 to 7 to 6 of Swords. It's 8 of Wands and the Fool and the World. Some of you are traveling. The Fool and the World has been coming up together in a lot of readings, like very big endings of cycles and culminations, and then a new start. But it's very positive. It feels very accomplished and joyous and proud. So there's a proud culmination of energy, of achievement. You've overcome something. You've risen. And there's a sense of freedom and liberation and movement and flow. I see some of you like feeling really free in the world. So I don't know if you're traveling to different places, or maybe you were restricted. Well, we all know why some of you may have been restricted. And there's an ease of some sort, and there's just, and it feels like you're traveling light, but traveling with essence. And it's just, some of you are going off on an adventure of anthropology. You want to discover a culture or a place, or just have fun. It's really, really nice. Okay, I'm going to show you the cards, and I'm going to let you know that I'm going to continue this reading right now in your extended links are below in the description box. It's available on Vimeo and on Patreon. Perfect time to join Patreon, so check it out. The extended will focus on your love life. We will look into you, your person of interest, the dynamic, how things unfold throughout the month, and we'll then finish up with messages from the runes. Okay? It can tap into someone from the present, the next person coming in, or someone from the past that, Spirit wants to give you messages about. So we'll see what comes through. If you want to study tarot, I have an online tarot masterclass, Bunkai, 90 pre-recorded classes. I've been guided to give it at a very significant discount, more than 50% off right now. It is absolutely temporary. I didn't decide it based on my mind. My mind is like, no, there's a value to it. You need to maintain that value, and lower than that, it's just not cool. And I still agree with that, but I'm spiritually and energetically and emotionally even now, because it seems to be working, felt really guided to give it to you in a way more affordable way. So this is a great opportunity if you want to study tarot from me and be a Tarochi, and or go through a shamanic journey with me, because it includes that through the classes. If you're not sure if you want the entire course, you can rent the classes separately for just $1. So you can just be like, just rent this, or just rent the world, or the Fool, or the Tower, or the Sun, or whatever. Whatever card you feel inclined to learn on about, and then make a decision. Up to you. Anyway, it's always available, but not at this price. Not at this price. So check it out. What else? Karmic Shift and Liberation. One of my best projects for this decade. I made a project for the decade of the 2020s through the 2030s, the year 2030, 10 years. Super big reading that goes into your past lifetimes karma, current lifetime karma, and generational karma, and how they all affect your love life, career, and spirituality, with a very big tarot spread that I invented. And then we finish up with oracles and runes. So check it out. Also below, for those of you who want to watch other different placements, all Karmic Shift and Liberation that I just described for all the zodiac signs are available on tier 3 on Patreon for unlimited streaming. Unlimited streaming. Okay, so you can watch them several times whenever you want, all of them. What else? Thank you to my patrons. Thank you to my channel members. You make this possible. I appreciate you. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. If you want to receive notifications about new videos coming out, press the bell button and turn on your notification option settings, blah, blah, something. You know the drill. And that's it. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll see you in a second.